reveals that detectives...
We finna get into this Kantiana, man. Flakko and Adam22 are going to take down Munchie B, man. It's looking pretty bad for Munchie B after he made an ugly confession that made the B team look pretty bad when it came to the situation with Drakeo the Ruler. Now, with that all being said, man, Munchie B has maintained his innocence, but at the same time, maintaining his own guilt by saying that he, in fact, passed the bottle to the man who unalived Drakeo the Ruler. And Munchie B has said that he has kicked Draco's unalived body. That pretty much lets the DA, judge, jury, police officers, that lets them all know that you know something about an open, cold case murder in the city of Los Angeles of a high-profile rapper and celebrity. We finna jump into this Kantiana, man. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Showed up to speak to Munchie B about the murder of Drakeo the Ruler. Munchie B has been on this internet for the last 5 years, tattletelling, self-snitching, doing everything in his power to self-incriminate and incriminate his own gang in regards to the murder of Drakeo the Ruler. He's been doing it with absolutely nothing to gain from it outside of clout. That's the only reason I can explain why he will come on this internet.
Literally only to gain clout. Munchie B has to be the biggest failed clout chaser in our universe outside of loose cannon at this point.
Go on a random app called Clubhouse that he essentially gained nothing from, and admits that he passes the bottle to Drakeo the Ruler's killer every day.
Drakeo was all over Adam, right? Talking about this. No.
Hey, Drakeo is dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on, homie.
Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Drakeo shit used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right? Drakeo shit was on the table and ain't there no more, right?
Hold on.
You do know I said Drakeo and his brother worked there on Friday. Dumbass stuff, bro. Hey, Drakeo is dead, bro.
There was literally no reason for Munchie B to come onto the internet and snitch on himself and put him and his constituents into a situation like this. Absolutely no reason, unless Munchie B is itching to get himself out of a previous situation with the help of law enforcement, or, my theory, itching to go back to jail.
Bro, kill Drakeo. I pass the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are we talking about?
And that statement right there is where talking too much is a thing. That statement right there is where snitching is a thing. Drakeo the Ruler is unalived, and his unaliver has never been prosecuted, nor has an unaliver ever been brought to justice. So with that all being said, if you're saying that you pass the bottle to the unaliver, that's saying you know the unaliver. That's saying that you know somebody who is wanted for a body in X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. Now, should you decide that you don't want to cooperate, then you're going to end up sitting somewhere within the police station, within a police cell, and all that kind of stuff. But should you cooperate, Whack 100 and his premonition about you maybe being a talker too mucher will come true. So it's a very ugly and a very Mickey, Icky, Vicky, tricky, sticky situation that you really shouldn't have put yourself in. It was unnecessary conversation, unnecessary comment, and just overall stupidity at its finest.
Because I do Drakeo with Whack 100. I ask some questions.
Drakeo is dead, bro.
No, that's dumb. That's just dumb. That's almost as dumb as you sending people my address. Oh, you thought I didn't know about that? Now ask yourself how I know about that. Now, just ask yourself, how do I know about that?
Well, unfortunately for Flakko, we all have your address, so whatever, that's that. But, you know, that's ugly.
This man don't even understand how much nonsense he done got himself in, man. That's a different story for another day. Okay, but Munchie B has been on his internet, on these podcasts, trying to convince the world the United Bloods congregation of LA County formed like Voltron and conspired to murder Drakeo the Ruler. And eventually you got to talking enough that now the world believes you. Okay.
Now, I don't think that. Those are Flakko's and Munchie B's words. I don't think that all the Bloods in LA County sat around one day bored on a group chat and said, hey, let's go get Drakeo. I don't think, if there are 10 LA Bloods in a room, I think that 9.5 of them don't care and were minding their own business.
I mean, sir, you did a great deal to convince us that y'all murdered Drakeo the Ruler. I mean, like, Drakeo the Ruler wasn't even cold yet, and you was already making videos like this, mocking his death. That's a knife in his hands, by the way, as he mocks how Drakeo died.
Weird. Y'all want to take it there? Stab him in the neck. You want to take it there? Y'all shed tears. Stay team. Hey. They can wear my ass.
I'm befuddled how one can do all that talking on Instagram.
Yeah, that just wasn't smart. And Munchie B's trail of content definitely makes him look like he's a target person of interest in this.
Do all that talking on them podcasts with them white folks. Do all that talking at the table with Adam 22. Do all that talking on Clubhouse. But when the police come, man, he's lost for words, man. Now he's stuttering. Now he's nervous. If Munchie B is this nervous on a podcast and the police not even in front of him, can you imagine what he about to do? Hey, bro, Frankenstone, man, you've had a good run.
The dude Frankenstone has nothing to do with this. I don't know why Flakko keep referencing that man. He don't got nothing to do with the situation.
Bro, all right, you about to do life in prison.
Do you have any interest in talking about what has been going on the past couple of days?
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't leave that alone.
I mean, it don't matter because I ain't running or shying away from them because I ain't didn't.
Nah, don't get to talking like that now, man. You not poetic, Flakko. You don't got to stutter, so don't get to talking like that now, bruh. You was just talking fine and straight on Instagram. You was just talking fine and straight when you was talking to that white man gossiping on them podcasts. You was talking fine and straight on Camp Capone. Not a stutter in sight. You been on No Jumper for the last 2 years. Not a stutter in sight. Now the police outside. Now all of a sudden you get to man, huh? Where did that come from, man? Cut the nonsense, man.
That's all, folks.
Man, huh? Where did that come from, man? Cut the nonsense, man. See, Munchie B is stuttering because he's terrified of two very possible.
Now, honestly, Munchie B did sound visibly upset and visibly nervous and visibly shaking.
Two very probable, more than likely like scenarios. Munchie B understands he got to talking too much. Munchie B got to saying too much. And because he got to saying too much, he got a lot of people caught up. You see, Frankenstone from BPS? Frankenstone is the apparent person who actually stabbed DRECO in the neck and killed him. So
definitely not the person. Definitely not the person, but okay.
Frankenstone now realize he is done. Now realize it's over with. His life will probably end in a jail cell. And because of this reality, Frankenstone is looking at Munchie B as the reason why the internet got his name in this situation. So because of this, the BPS put out a statement, I think like last month, where they said Munchie B ain't allowed back over in BPS territory. The BPS have told
that's actually not the situation either, but whatever.
Munchie B homies that if they see Munchie B back in BPS territory, they will murder him. So with this situation, with the police showing up and making it public, we here to talk to you about Drakeo the Ruler's murder, the BPS is even more pissed off at Munchie B because they blame him for all of this. So when you see Munchie B stutter, he's stuttering, because the police outside, but he's stuttering because, there's going to be some deep and stiff consequences for his actions. You got to say, you pass the bottle to Draco's killer every day, then you got to.
Such a simple statement can have such complex consequences. Damn.
Talking and telling people Frankenstone this, Frankenstone that, but I can't even blame Munchie B because Frankenstone has apparently been telling folks well before Munchie B told folks that he murdered Drakeo the Ruler. Because you ask anybody in LA who's in the know who murdered Drakeo the Ruler, the first name Frankenstone did it. So everybody,
again, I've never heard anybody say this, but whatever.
Everybody and their mama already knew. Munchie B just woke.
My mama has no information about this. Don't put my mama in this.
It up with
my mama. Don't be involved in this.
I pass the bottle to Draco's killer every day.
Okay, I'm gonna lay out the whole timeline. Then I'm gonna say what happened, and also what I'm about to say might be the reason why this podcast is cut short. Perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully not. But okay. Yesterday, sheriffs come here, or not sheriffs.
CHP, California Highway Patrol.
Okay, they come here. They're looking for Munchie. Josh says, what are you looking to speak to him about or whatever? And they say, we're investigating a murder. And Josh, I guess, takes the card, texts Munchie, tells him, gives him the phone number or whatever, and that was that. Then today at, I don't know, 11 a.m., 11:30, they're back, same dudes, plain clothes, driving like a regular truck or something, I guess. And they, again, approach Josh and for some reason offer more information. They say, we're looking for Munchie and Adam, and that we're looking for them because we want to have a conversation about an investigation that we're doing into the murder of DRECO the Ruler.
Munchie, you are.
Sheesh, Munchie B. You done got yourself in a situation.
A slick
A situation that arised.
devil, man. Adam is there telling Munchie, yo, these detectives came this day and this day and this day, and Munchie B is just there acting like he has no ideas who those detectives are. And yo, they came to investigate the DRECO the Ruler murder. He just sitting there, like, acting completely oblivious and shocked. Munchie, you should probably tell Adam the information that we both know. Right? You should probably tell him.
Now, this is where Flakko's going to regurgitate what Wax said, that Munchie B was knowing of this situation and has already had contact with these detectives within the last few weeks because Spodyface, allegedly, according to WAC 100, that is, this is no omission from Spodyface, but this is all accordance to WAC 100 through his Clubhouse conversations. Spodyface was asked Munchie B about, something to do with the police calling him, and Munchie B said that didn't happen. Wooty bam. But I guess in tangibility and actuality, the police in fact did, get in contact with Munchie B about the situation, and for whatever reason, he didn't think it wise to tell Spodyface about it.
Like, yeah, you're not shocked they showed up. You should probably tell them, the information that we both know, but we can't say, right? And you know why we can't say it? You should probably let Adam know that. It's his building. He has a right to know that information, Munchie. But
there's no information that Flakko has. If Flakko had it, he'd say it. Flacco's too interested in the destruction of Munchie B. So I'm willing to bet in this situation, there is no information that Adam needs to know. I think Flacco's just kind of like being cryptic because that's what he was taught to do by WAC 100. You have to remember that Flakko is a mixture of Adam 22, academics, and now WAC 100. So, he has no real identity of his own. So he plays cryptic games as WAC 100 plays the same cryptic games.
hey, Munchie, I got a question for you, man. Again, I'm just wondering, sir. Is this your first time
I'm just wondering, Sir Sig.
being hit up by them folks? Is this your first time they've tried to attempt contact? Is this the first time they've made contact with you?
Why does Flakko dress like a high school softball coach? He has to stop wearing polyester. Like, he has to. Whoever keeps dressing this man in polyester, not doing him a service.
Munchie? Huh? Is this the first time? I don't know, sir. I'm just asking. Is this the first time they made contact with you, Munchie? Put it on your hood. Hey, man. Adam, you should probably start demanding some questions be answered here, sir. Because that man's sitting there and he's playing oblivious. Now, Adam is wondering why would they even want to talk to him? Now, first off,
Situation's going from bad to worse.
if Adam is adding that in there so he don't come across as the police, when people start to wonder, hold on, bro, why all the police activity going on outside of No Jumper? But if they do want to talk to Adam, maybe it's because you got one employee in Munchie B who is allegedly actively plotting to murder another employee in Poetic Flakko.
Whoa. Sheesh. Flakko took it deep. God damn.
Who both work in the building where Ralphie the Plug worked, who brother was apparently murdered by somebody that Munchie B is passing the bottle to every day. Maybe that's why the police want to talk to Adam, man.
That's a really good reason for the police to want to talk to Adam.
To figure out what's going on in this building and how do we keep certain...
His hands are so dry, you can hear the friction. That's crazy.
Not yet, Munchie. We're not gonna go too deep into that, okay? Now, Munchie speaks on this. Now, Munchie is clearly nervous. He's worried. He's terrified. He's afraid. But Munchie starts to pop in a big talk like, nah, they can talk to my lawyer, huh? Huh? Since when?
I don't think that Munchie B has a lawyer on retainer. Honestly, that doesn't fiscally make sense.
Man, that's not what you said. All right, man. I can't wait to divulge everything.
He thinks about it.
Shit, I don't live at no jumper. Why they keep coming here? That's all. I mean, I don't know.
They came at 11:30. We be doing the news normally at noon. They probably thought you was finna be there at like that time.
Oh yeah, shit. I ain't homeless. I don't live here.
And then yeah, you said, why didn't they just go to my house if they were trying to talk to me?
Right. So that's all.
Well, why is it the CHP? That's what I'm confused about.
I don't know. I had my lawyer hit them. No, they ain't return no email or no.
I really don't believe that he has a lawyer, because that would imply that he just has a lawyer or retainer that he's been paying for these type of situations, and that just doesn't, again, financially add up 100%. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course.
But I mean, clearly you don't give a having this conversation because you're here, you're live. We were all anticipating when you were coming here today. We were all kind of expecting the cops to just like pop out of the car when you pulled up and have a conversation with you. Apparently,
I was kind of like prepared for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not worried about having that conversation or anything?
But to the I don't got no conversation for them because I don't know. That's what lawyer. You talk to my lawyer.
That's what your approach would be?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all want, bro. Like, shit. Ain't nothing to talk about.
Damn. Yeah, I was just gonna hear him out. I just want to know what the fuck they're talking about. And with the whole lawyer thing, it's like, damn, that's a lot of money for something where, like, if I felt like I had even a semblance of plausible criminal issues, I would get my lawyer involved. But being that I have zero to offer, I wasn't really worried about it. But
I don't got nothing to offer too. But you know, they get to creating narratives, and they might, you know what I'm saying, they mind. They like delusional. I never been 5 or 10 feet away from that nigga. Like just like Whack. I never been around Whack a day in my life.
Right.
I mean, if you look at, for people that have been watching like this case or just, you know, this story from the beginning, it seems like the LAPD in general has exhibited a lot of ineptitude. They don't really seem to know too much. I'm wondering if like these recent videos and documentaries kind of
if this YouTube stuff has made the police decide to get up off their doubles and get done what they got to get done, because now so much conversation is being brought upon about these subjects. You feel me?
The attention to them was to where they're like,
well, that's the question is, did the videos provoke them to take the investigation more serious, or
the videos 100% right?
Because in Flakko's video, he claimed to have insider information from the cops about their investigation and how they were going to arrest this guy. I think that all of us who know him kind of thought that there was probably a really good chance that that was bullshit, and that he was just saying that because somebody from the streets told him some shit, and he was basically like chalking it up to the cops to make it seem more official, just because I wouldn't really put that past Flakko.
Do cops say that to regular people, like citizens, that we're going to arrest this guy?
Hey, listen, man. I don't know what y'all talking.
I don't think that a cop would say that. I think that Flakko, again, is just using his common sense, and we can all pretty much agree that Munchie B doing this can openly and easily lead to a police, indictment or investigation. So when it's all said and done, Flakko is just really using deductive reasoning to show how little of education a lot of people in our universe have, especially Munchie B in this case.
I don't know nothing about what y'all are talking about, okay? I'm just a YouTuber, okay, sir? I'm just a YouTuber, sir. Now, Adam is expressing how he don't even want to hire an attorney to speak to them folks because it's going to be costly and expensive. But Munchie B...
Yeah, that's the part that didn't make any sense. If Adam is saying it's costly and expensive and it doesn't really make sense financially for him to do it, how the hell is Munchie B doing it? And Adam is Munchie B's boss.
Is bragging about how his attorney is going to contact them on this day, this day. Man, sir, stop pretending, man. Stop acting. Now, I think Munchie B and other people assume that because they were not present or there when the murder took place, that they're in the clear, that they essentially, have nothing to worry about. Not even understanding, man, that there's this thing, man. There's this thing? Or what is my hands doing? What is my hands do? There's this thing my hands is doing that got them talking a little too much. Understand this, man, all right? Eyewitnesses are now more than ever willing to step forward and identify people. You got people on Munchie B's side of the world. They talking, they communicating, right?
So Flakko is alleging that Munchie B's homies is telling him?
They ready to take deals. You got everybody and their mama in LA knows who murdered Drakeo the Ruler. People who witnessed the murder is speaking. Munchie B don't understand the amount of trouble him and his homies are in. Y'all are done. Sir, understand me when I say this. Y'all are done. And there's not enough threats in the world you can make to Poetic Flakko to take you out your situation. Okay? Okay, sir? Okay?
Flakko said it's over. It's over now, move over. Sorry.
There's not enough doxing or threats you can make to take me off my pivot, okay? Now, there's a reason why I ain't dropped part 2 yet to this DRECO video. Right? Now, y'all can probably figure out why I haven't dropped part 2 yet. Right? Y'all can probably...
Well, part 1 was full of inaccuracies. Part 1 was full of things that just weren't true. Like, it's a lot of things in that DRECO video that you broke down that just were blatant lies. So I would imagine that that's a big part of the reason.
Assume, guesstimate, right? You know, give y'all best hypothesis as to why I have not dropped the part 2. But trust me, bruh, this goes deep, and I wish I could tell y'all what Munchie B ain't divulging, but it's not in my liberty to divulge that. Just know, this is just the beginning. It's gonna get bad. And rappers dropping songs as if they in the clear, as if they not on the chopping block as well, you rappers is in trouble.
So Flakko is insinuating that Munchie B is snitching on YG.
This was a conspiracy to murder that man, bruh. And all of y'all who conspired to murder Drakeo the Ruler will go to jail. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think.
All right, man. Y'all know up out of here, man. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. Be safe and be blessed. We are gone.
Exposes Blueface for allegedly snitching in jail and claims that the people he tried to snitch on ended up jumping him and shitting his face.
Internet activists talking about snitch this and snitch that. You snitched on paperwork. You turned 6 months into 2 years because you're a snitch. You're a snitch. You literally told the jail you got the weed from the top tier, and then they beat your face. On my mother, they did. Go and ask that. Go and ask that. Oh, yeah, go and ask that. Go ask him about that. Go ask him about that. I should have brought my iPad. Go ask him about that.
Damn. That's me. Blueface. They calling me Poop Face. My girl said I snitched. Also said I got pooped on. But that's not why we here. I got caught with a train the other day. It was on live. I knew Wack was my manager, but I didn't know I worked at the mechanic shop. It's crazy like that in the hood sometimes. 1 minute you getting pooped on, the next minute you working on transmissions, missions. Blueface chopping it up, getting real cozy with this young lady, man. Blueface tries to bag the waitress. He all up in her face, man. Look at those inhibitions taking over. Maybe that jail time did him some good, man, and Blueface was able to open up his way of thinking, open up his surrounding, and open up his mind to a new way of living. You feel me? Maybe, just maybe, Blueface was put into a situation where he, you know, for lack of better words, had his horizons broadened. We'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Blueface Mechanic Shop is wide open in collaboration with Jack 100's tire shop. You feel me? The transmission experts. You know what I mean? But when it's all said and done, I'm just simply saying, when it's all said and done, Blueface has put himself in a flammer, skullduggerous, and extremely larcenous situation with all the allegations going around his manager, CS2 Mr. 100. And we do know that Wack was recently allegedly accosted by the internet, as he said that he was AI'd in that video of him being, for lack of better words, pleasuring himself or being pleasured by somebody else at the hand of what was insinuated to be a trans mechanic magician. You feel me? We'll just kind of say that. Now, when it's all said and done, you have to pay attention to the fact that Blueface is running around these YouTube streets, and Blueface is extremely aggressive when it comes to the trolling and the disrespect. So when Blueface decides to, you know, do these certain things, you do have to be extremely aware of who you're choosing to spend your time with and give your time to, as Blueface has now been seen on camera trying to bag a new transmission for his car, if you will. So let's go ahead and jump into this content and see exactly what's going on.
Here. You look real good. You got a number? I have a number, yeah. Huh? I have a number, yeah. All right.
But then when you hear the voice, it sounds like, yeah, you have my number, yeah. You have my number, yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Listen to that voice again.
Real good. You got a number? I have a number, yeah. Huh? I have a number, yeah. All right. Here. You look real good. You got a number? I have a number, yeah. Huh? I have a number, yeah. All right.
Now that very strong and powerful voice didn't make you have a little bit of concern? That voice was pretty strong and pretty powerful, Mr. Face. So I'm not sure why you are, you know, handling the situation the way you're handling it, but it was very clear to see that this is not a woman that was born a woman, Mr. Blueface. Let's hear that voice one more time.
All right. Here. You look real good. You got a number? I have a number, yeah. Huh? I have a number, yeah. All right. Here.
They have a number, yeah. They have a number. Now, after that situation was brought up onto the chat, and then the chat got a whiff of what was going on, they tried to save Mr. Face. And this is how he tries to cover his tracks after being caught changing a transmission.
I know what you are. I am. I know what you are. 100%. You are a transformer. Absolutely. Okay. All right. I thought I was tripping, child. I heard I was like, hold on. Just give me some.
Bro, she's just as big as you are. Like, you didn't realize. Look at those hands. Look at those hands. You didn't realize that was somebody who was just as big as you are? Just as broad. Okay, let's hear this one more time.
I know what you are. I am. I know what you are. 100%. You are a transformer. Absolutely. Okay. All right. I thought I was tripping, child. I heard I was like, hold on. Just give me some chicken strips, barbecue sauce. Tender fries. Huh? Tender fries. Is that okay? Yeah, that's cool. That's a man.
Yeah, it was a man when we heard that extra deep voice. But, you know, hey man, say man, ain't no time to play, man. Free love for everybody. Free love for everybody. We're not here to discriminate. We're not here to, you know, make fun of anybody. We're not here to tear down anybody. Everybody's allowed to love as they see fit, man. So big shout out to Blueface for finding love in that mechanic shop. Big shout out to Blueface for that, man. We love that Blueface was able to find such a loving, respectful, you know, all-inclusive partner is what we'll say. And with that all being said, man, this is not going to help the rumors that have been put out by his baby mamas and associates about Blueface having some Ray J-like qualities. But it is something to kind of pay attention to and to notice. Everybody surrounded by Whack 100 seemingly is into alternative lifestyles. Because we can never forget when Blueface said this.
It's Fruity and Slip on the Jason Lee Show.
It's like you guys want people to like come out and be gay, right? But at the same time, you guys will condemn a gay person for being maybe undercover or low key or whatever the case may be. Yeah, down low.
I don't do that.
And then it's like, okay, you're not making us feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're not making me feel comfortable. Blueface, you should be allowed to feel comfortable, brother. You also have this TikTok creator that says Blueface was in their DMs.
So speaking of blue cheese, Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go there, but babe, I'm bored. Also,
wowzers, that happened. See that one more time.
Speaking of blue cheese, Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months ago. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go there, but
I cannot.
And then we can never forget this conversation.
I believe I'm getting attacked.
Oh, you was a lying gay motherfucker.
What I do?
I thought you didn't run this page.
Well, I'm logged in because you're live talking to thousands of people. I keep getting
so
tagged.
when they post all that weirdo shit, you don't got nothing to do with it, huh?
I don't even be at work, bro. I be on a plane.
Man.
Okay, but listen.
All right, so now that we got all the viewers here, let's really talk.
Well, we talked about it on the Breakfast Club today, but we didn't really get too much into it.
I want to talk to you.
What happened? What's going on? You said come ask questions. I can't interview you.
Why was I mad at you about the Rock interview? Was I mad because you interviewed Rock? Or was I mad because...
Hey. You told me you had no issue with me interviewing anybody, including Carlissa.
Right. But
all right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and let Blueface make it for the rest of the night, but it's a lot going on, man. So God willing, Blueface can kind of figure out what's going on with his life. And yeah, man, let's be up out here to the next one. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Stay prayed up and be blessed. We go.